This is a college football playoff semifinal at the Sugar Bowl. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. Tremendous build-up for this semifinal game. Holly Rowe joins us in the sidelines with some of the key storylines. Holly?
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, this is what the whole season comes down to. 2 undefeated teams with a chance to get to the College Football National Championship. This is such a thrilling moment. Both teams have been perfect all season long, and they have got to continue to execute at a very high level today. Coach told me, I want our guys to start this opening series with the highest level of concentration and execution we've had all year to make sure we're locked in and ready to take that next step. Guys?
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Stopped at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes a handoff. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after them.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's in. Here he goes. He goes out of bounds inside the 45.
That is the exact way you want to start a playoff game, is a big play offensively. This quarterback does a great job of seeing the coverage and creating this play down the field. And now this momentum clearly on the offensive side. You got to go put this ball in the end zone for your first score.
That massive gain has set him up at the 41-yard line, enemy territory. On first down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
What a good response from this defense after the big play. They're able to get in the backfield and get to the quarterback. I tell you what, that's the mark of a group that just continues to go out there and play in and play out. Beautiful job getting back there, getting to the quarterback.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Looking for a man. The receiver grabs it. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And the Rebels pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Well, this guy is such a key to what they do offensively. It's why he had such a monster year. Over 1,000 yards on the outside as a receiver. He has been so good for them. And one of the things that they're going to have to do is find opportunities to attack the defense with him early in this game and often in this game.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now, 2nd and 11. Quarterback drops back. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle, but first down.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
The Rebels come up to the line in a hurry up. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. He makes the grab. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, that one's picked off. Oh, he's bringing it back. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions. But the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Sooners, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. That's an impressive drive. This time they find rhythm, they execute, and they take the lead in this playoff game. That's big.
Well, that's certainly big, Chris. There's no doubt. You got the sense in those first couple possessions. These teams were maybe just feeling each other out, throwing a couple of jabs.
They'll be brought down so they come up empty on that two-point try.
Well, no one's going to be upset at your aggressive nature as a head coach if you are successful on these two-point plays. But when you can't get in, that's when everyone starts to wonder, why are you going for these two-point plays?
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. QB keeper all the way. They'll tackle him out across the 20. The offense going with the hurry up.
It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is...
The ball is picked off. Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes in these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
Quarterback keeps the football. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He runs it into the end zone. No surprise in this monster game. They continue to roll with the attack that got him here, Joel. And this quarterback and this option still very tough to stop.
This is the type of attack that keeps defensive coordinators up at night. What do? You've got to commit more resources knowing that this quarterback, he is so good on the edge. And, Chris, here's what impresses me about him, his decision-making. In this option game, your quarterback's got to make great decisions, and he does that time and time again.
And he makes the grab, a successful two-point try, and they bump the lead up even more.
Chris, you can tell they spend a lot of time on these two-point plays. It's just executed perfectly. Good timing by the quarterback. Throw it into the end zone, and it's good.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. The shotgun handoff here. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And the Rebels hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle. This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
Quick throw to the left. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
An outstanding job defensively, reading that pass, stepping in front for the interception, but then immediately turning it into offense on the other side. Look at these guys getting blocks, finding the open lane, and taking it back for 6.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum at the scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Breaks into the clear.
This is going to open up so many parts of their offense. Early in the game here, we got a first quarter run by the quarterback, and he picks up an explosive. That means that the defense is going to have to start accounting for him. Watch as these safeties start creeping lower towards the line of scrimmage.
He's got a crease. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a first and goal. An explosive play for this passing game, and now, Joel, they're suddenly set up in the red zone.
Chris, they've got to capitalize on this drive. Now they've got an opportunity. You got to put this ball into the end zone. Remember, as a quarterback, you got to think touchdown, check down. Be aggressive with the football down the field. But if it's not there, check it down and continue to move forward. You got to be safe with this.
Touchdown, Rebels, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Chris, I knew that he was fast, but, man, when you see this guy in person, he is lightning fast. And this defense, they know that they're trying to spy the quarterback, but my question is, what spy is going to be able to track this guy down? His speed is just such an advantage.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. After putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to create better field position. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, in our meetings, this defense told us they're going to be ready for these plays. They understand the looks and the motion, and they know that this offense loves to use these, in particular early in a game. And here they are trying to go to that well, and sure enough, defense is ready for it.
Moves out of the pocket. Quick throw, testing the middle. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Stepping to his right now to avoid the pressure. Under pressure, just lets it go. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on third down. And now a fourth down play coming up.
This offense has got to stay out of these third and long situations. This pass rush is too good, and here, more evidence of that. They get pressure, contact the quarterback as he throws, and now it's fourth down.
See if he can make a play on this return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 42. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. And the Rebels will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of.
Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on, and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Throws it deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. So early in this must-win game, they feed the speedy freshman. Will be the last touch we see from him today, Joel.
And, Chris, that's exactly what they hoped for when they recruited this kid, is the speed to take the top off the defense. And that does so many things for you. It's going to allow you to run the football better and more efficient later in this game. But certainly, as you say, also to continue.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. An explosive play to the end zone.
That's exactly what you want to do on offense here. You've got the lead, and then you've got a short field. Put the pedal down, get in the end zone, and now they're able to do that. This offense is in a great rhythm. That needs to continue the rest of the day.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Handoff here from the shotgun. Oh, he's got open space. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. The ball is caught. They make the tackle. That's going to be the final play of the first quarter. At the quarter break, Oklahoma has the lead. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He's looking to throw. Oh, and the 50-50 ball falls incomplete. Great fight for the ball.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
You know, it's great if you hit these shots down the field early in the game, but they really serve two purposes. One, yes, you're trying to connect. But two, you're also keeping the defense honest. They cannot inch up near the line of scrimmage to stop the run. Now, this should produce some level of openness for that run game. I would expect them to get back to that here in the next series or two. Try to pound that route.
They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. The Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
If you're going to be great in this position, you've got to have a short memory, and that's being tested today. You've got all these interceptions, and yet down in this game, so you've got to sling it. And I tell you, that's a beautiful throw, and certainly a confidence builder after a real shaky start to this game. Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled, and that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact. Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With 2 safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Rebels.
What a drive from this offense. Great execution the entire length of the field. You run out there with that poor field position, you're just trying to reestablish yourself, get a couple of first downs, and they're able to go all the way down and get a score. That's incredible stuff.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They'll run it from the gun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense showing a bunch formation now. They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. Now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He's got some space. Look out. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 first downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that.
Here on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. What a pitch and catch in the end zone. A huge connection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, the pocket collapsing. And it's caught. He lays out to make a diving grab near the sideline. And the Rebels come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Looking to throw it on first down. He escapes the pocket. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle finally made at the 37. And 1st and 10 from there.
Yeah, could be so easy to spiral here mentally. He's played so poorly, all these turnovers, the interceptions, but you're down in this game, and this is do or die. You've got to go out there and sling it down the field. This is a great start. Build from this point forward because there's no tomorrow. Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route. Get him out of bounds, but it's first down yardage, and now a 2-minute timeout. And the Rebels come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
I just love these playoff environments. It's the first half, you get a first down on a run play, and it feels big. Anytime you move the chains, you can stay on the field offensively. You're trying to build momentum, get the ball down for a score.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 8.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on third down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on first down. You give up gains like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on first down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for a receiver. Launching one to the end zone. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Chris, not all turnovers are equal, and this one clearly is going to hurt the rest of the day. You drive all the way down inside the red zone, feel like you've got points right there for you, and you turn the football over. Credit the defense, bowing their neck, but that is a big mistake here offensively.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's in the clear. And the freshman makes an excellent catch and run there. The Sooners come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Now we get a timeout from the Sooners. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a great throw and catch. This quarterback and wide receiver are attacking down the field, and now they're set up in the red zone. As a defense, you've got to force a field goal. If they can do that, it's going to be a huge win for this defense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking to scramble. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And he wisely decides to just throw the ball fourth. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. The Rebels will kick this away to begin the second half. Returner decides to field it. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The false start will back him up 5 yards. Now it's 1st and 15. Looking to throw here. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Look out, he's breaking free. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Just been a dominant day from this group, and now a big lead here in the second half. It's so difficult to stop this offense. Their defense has played well, and that's led to this huge lead.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They'll run it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. He's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Bringing pressure. Oh, they've got him for a sack on 3rd down.
Chris, one of the things that goes most overlooked when you're talking about the pass rush is the coverage. And here, in particular in man, they're taking away the quick and easy throw, forcing the quarterback to hold the football and allowing that rush to get home. It's a beautiful job of the combination of coverage and rush working together.
Good coverage there. 0 gain on the return. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? They bring them down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Good catch made on the sideline. That's enough for a first down.
And there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Really solid stuff from this offense here. Quarterback is making good reads. He sees in the RPO, the run-pass option, that the handoff is there. The defense is back. He gives it to his back, and he picks up a nice gain.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in
the pass rush gets home.
There's an old adage when it comes to play callers that you don't get bored with success. And right here, I just don't understand why they're throwing drop-back pass. They just had the explosive run on the last snap. Go right back to it. This defense clearly struggling stopping the run. You don't need to help them by throwing drop-back pass and letting them get after the quarterback.
Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
This D-line is just winning the line of scrimmage, and this battle up front, they're being more physical and more aggressive, and the quarterback doesn't have really any chance to gain positive yards. You can tell he's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage from the get-go.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
That is a big conversion on 3rd down, in particular in this area of the field. It looked like that defense was going to force a field goal opportunity. Now you're set up with 1st and goal. You got to punch this one into the end zone. Pay off that nice 3rd down conversion.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Sooners. Still no answer for this offense.
What a job by the big fellas up front. To be able to run the football in this field position, you've got to have an offensive line that can just overpower the defensive line. That's a beautiful feeling as a quarterback, as a running back, and as a play caller. You've got 5 guys up front that are just winning.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. And he goes out of bounds just short of the 40.
He's got such great awareness once he gets close to that sideline. And you can tell he understands he just needs the 1 foot. He secures the ball, foot down. That's a catch, and that's a first down.
That massive play moves it across midfield to the plus 42. First down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this protection has been an issue all day long. And here again, the quarterback is hit as he throws the football. He just has never been comfortable, and another incompletion for this offense.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. quarterback dropping back. He escapes the pocket. No throwaway here. Quarterback forced out of bounds for a loss on the play.
Outstanding coverage in the back end. They play nickel defense here, add a defensive back, and this coverage is marvelous. There's really nowhere to go with the football, and because of that, you can tell this quarterback patting the football, holding it in the pocket, and that allows the rush to get home. Great combination of coverage and rush working together here.
Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful. And the Rebels come to the line to run the hurry up.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. It's a good job of moving the chains on third down.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it second down and 10 from the 27. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back, looking for his big tight end. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Great defense here and really good timing, because anytime you're going to bat that ball away, there's always a chance you're going to arrive too early and create a pass interference. But here the defender times it perfectly, swats it away for an incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He lets it go on the move. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the third quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pressure is coming. And he's got it. The two-point conversion to make this a 16-point lead, back within 2 scores. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On the ground, it's McCown. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks to the left, pass caught. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. That goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's got room to run, look out. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Well, sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's controversial, but that lineman a little bit too far downfield, and that's a costly penalty. Wideouts now clustered. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down. We go back to the weapon who's been so reliable and effective today. He's one of the guys that's helped them build a lead. Now, Joel, they go to him trying to secure it.
And, Chris, he's just so reliable. You can tell that the quarterback has full trust that he knows exactly where this player is going to be, that he's going to be open, and that he's going to catch the football. When you have a guy like that you rely on the outside, you can ride that to a victory.
As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the 4th by going to the air. Makes a quick grab. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain. So 2nd and 6 now. He'll pick up 4 on 1st. Play action fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
This is exactly how you draw it up as a quarterback coach. You've got your guy out there, and he's going to take off. And listen, you've got to pick up first downs with your legs at some point, maybe 2 to 4 during the course of the game. But here's the best part is that he doesn't take an unnecessary hit. Once he gets the line to gain, he just steps out of bounds. That's A++ on the grade sheet on Sunday when you're watching the film. These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the wideout goes in motion. Play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain. He heads out of bounds, but he's inside the 20 now.
Well, I love that they're attacking down the field. This quarterback seems to be unconscious right now, and he's throwing the ball so well. Why not take a shot? And now the offense is set up with a great red zone possession. Now, those deep shots aren't going to be there. Probably time to start running the football a little bit to try to get this in the end zone.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective, is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to go play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, they told us they were going to be aggressive, and listen, they're being aggressive to the end, still throwing the football up big here. And, Holly, it's going to be a bit of a salty handshake down there with these head coaches. Maybe have your head on a swivel.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's a comeback route. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught quickly. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offensive machine. It's another big play for the Heisman quarterback. Joel, he came in knowing the target was even bigger and the pressure even greater, but he's delivered so far.
And, Chris, I just credit his approach because in that conversation with us, yes, he understood that the target was bigger, but he also also understood that all he could do was control the controllables. Go out there, respect his process, go about preparation. That's exactly what he's done, and that's why he's had success.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. First down. We're going to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short. And the Rebels will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
This is good situational defense from this secondary. You can tell that they want to force the ball down the field. And obviously, with this clock situation, they need to, but they're forced to check it down to the back. These defensive backs just need to continue to stay deeper than the deepest and force the quarterback into these safe passing scenarios.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The offense operating at peak efficiency. Come to the line again. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. time has come. The top two seeds in the college football playoff have arrived for their championship moment. Two teams that have essentially been on a collision course for months. They had high expectations, high pressure, but they met those challenges. Now, which side will go home fulfilling their ultimate dream here tonight? Welcome, everyone, to the College Football Playoff National Championship game. It's the Oklahoma Sooners against the Oregon Ducks. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. Here we go, the ultimate game, a championship on the line. So many plot lines for this one. Let's hear from Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. This is the moment that both teams have to remain perfect. That can put a lot of pressure on the teams. They have answered the bell every week through the college football season, but now is the moment that mistakes will be magnified. I asked the coaches about it, and they said, we don't want to put pressure on our teams. We want them to take off the pressure, be relaxed, and focus on doing their job one play at a time. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. They're going to run it here. Breaking into the clear. Tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. His drive is going now.
That's a great run and a big pickup in the RPO, the run-pass option. This defense is going to have to shift their focus. They're clearly too concerned with the passing game. You've got to stop the run first if you're going to have a chance in this game.
And on first down, they go right back to him.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. He's got it with room to run. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Chris, all the build-up and all the lead-up for this game, this national championship game, and this offense comes out swinging. You love the confidence from the quarterback and the play caller. This defense better buckle up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Here's the second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
This tight end is certainly a playmaker, and that's a big completion here. Good throw by the quarterback, but what I love about it is it's setting them up for first and goal. Now it's about what you can do to pay this off, getting this ball into the end zone. They've got to get 6 out of this drive.
Touchdown, Oregon. They draw first blood in this national title game. A tremendous start for this offense, right down the field, into the end zone, handling the moment, executing in this national championship game. And both coaches told us the importance of a start in this big game.
Well, and you can't have a better start than you had right there. And we talk about momentum all the time. We talk about rhythm all the time. There is no better way to establish both of those than an early score. Terrific job of game planning and then execution by this group to stick it in the end zone early in this game.
Turner looking to make a play here. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. action here on first down. First play taken, a deep shot. And it's hauled in way downfield. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Got to maintain this momentum. Beautiful strike down the field here. Now you've got the ball in the red zone. It's time to be aggressive as a quarterback, but you've also got to make sure that you're not putting the ball in harm's way. Remember, it's touchdown, check down from here on out.
They're going to run it. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
They've been able to establish the passing game, but I still think it's important that they run the football and stay balanced. They're going to need to do that the rest of this game.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He fires downfield. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
This is one of the advantages of playing zone defense is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football and create contact to knock it loose.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2. 4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He escapes the pocket. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain. And the Sooners looking to run some tempo here. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Well, they make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 6.
This offense is able to gain yards, run the football near the goal line. That is tough to do, and it sets you up for a little play action here. This defense has got to account for this run game because they're gaining positive yardage. Do you go play action? Maybe even get the quarterback on the outside.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners, as they answer with their first score of this title game. So this offense responds after falling behind. A satisfying drive, but also a relief throw. They get in the end zone. They match the earlier score from their opponent, and now they can feel better about things.
Way better about things. You don't want to go down multiple scores, in particular in a championship environment. Great job executing by this group, and now if I'm the offensive coordinator, I look at that drive, and I ask myself, what's working? How can I attack this defense moving forward? Take the success that you've already had and replicate that in later drives.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front 7. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, as a quarterback, your best friend in the passing game is a running back that runs clean routes, catches the ball well, and then can make something happen after the catch. And here they're able to get him the ball on the outside, and he creates a first down. This is a really nice job by this back out there.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Snags the quick throw. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. A short completion of the tight end. He stopped short of that first down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. You know the kicker has good range, but this one is from 59 yards away. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the game's still tied here in the first quarter.
Chris, this is an extension of what I saw in warm-ups. It was a struggle. There were a lot of missed kicks, and here he comes out, and in the live game, he misses it again. I'm sure his confidence is going to be low, and now the trust factor. Is the coach going to put him out there for another kick? You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful read, and it's a nice, productive game for this offense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Runs forced out with the defense short of the line of scrimmage. Loss on the play.
Great job by the defense. Nobody fooled by the play-action pass. They get into the backfield and get to the quarterback.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. He'll drop back here on third down. Extending the play now. The quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. He goes out of bounds just short of the 15.
No mystery who they're looking to on third down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy first down.
The Sooners pick up enough to get a first down there. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Goes out of bounds, but the game moves the ball right to the 10-yard line.
Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. He keeps it on the design run. They convert. First and goal now, coming up at the 5. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America.
Point after, up and good. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Looking right, this one caught. Stopped right there at the line, no gain. So second and 10. Got to create something here to avoid a third and long. Wants to throw it. Pass caught.
I love these drag routes from the slot receiver, and it takes a wide receiver that has a feel for space and coverage. He's got to understand whether it's man or zone. If it's man, put your chin in your shoulder and keep running through the green grass. If it's zone, settle down in the soft spot and give the numbers to the quarterback.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. Coming after him. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Man, as a quarterback, you'd really love to have that one back. This is third advantage. Well, you feel like you can move the chains here. They did a fine job on first and second down, putting them in a situation where they've got both the run and the pass at their disposal, and they're unable to connect. He's got to do a better job on third down.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be a
breaks into the clear at the 10 now. He will not be caught. Touchdown, Sooners.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it. They're going to use it to build a big lead. What they've done, and now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And it works. The first down to the 35.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees. Well, Chris, this set of downs was doomed from the start. You take a sack on first down, it's going to be 2nd and long, and now you're throwing the football because you have to. The defense is ready, it's an incompletion, and now it's 3rd and long.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Looking for his big tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, that is such good timing by the defender. Chris, they're trying to get the ball to the tight end, but right as the ball arrives, you can tell there's some contact there, and he's able to jar it loose and create the incompletion.
And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Now they'll take a quick timeout here to avoid the delay of game. They have 2 more to work with here in the first half. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He escapes the pocket. Quick throw over the middle. What a catch! They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Man, seeing a passing game in rhythm is so fun to watch, and here this quarterback is clearly in rhythm, playing with a lot of confidence, and he gets this ball all the way down the field. It's a nice play by the wide receiver. It's just great execution all the way around.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 first downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to be a quarterback run designed by the play, but the ability to improvise, get on the outside, and move those chains. What a beautiful job.
And the Sooners are in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling. And the Ducks will signal for their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. The pressure's on. Tight end makes the grab. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And now Oregon will spend their second timeout. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half.
This defense is flying around. The completion behind the line of scrimmage, and there they are. They are ready for it. Making the tackle in space. Now it's 4th down. They're doing a great job.
So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hit as he released it. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. The Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
That's such a frustrating play for a defense. It feels like they do everything right in that pass rush. Look at the pressure. They're able to get to the quarterback, but just not able to finish the play. So many times you talk with coaches, in particular on the defensive side, and they will emphasize the ability to finish. This defense, they got to finish better. Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't.
And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
So getting nothing on 1st down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. They go to the air to reach the end zone.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And now the final timeout taken by the Ducks. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. And they misfire in first down, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 41. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. Powering through a tackle. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. The lead remains 10 after that miss.
That can be frustrating as an offense. Feel like you've got points, put yourself in field goal range, and go out there and miss it. And he was money in warm-ups. I did not see him miss a kick when I was down on the field pregame. And here we go in the live situation, and he misses it.
He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. On first and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. More of the same for this offense early in the third quarter in this crucial game, Joel. They're going to the target that really hasn't been stopped by this defense yet.
Chris, they've tried man coverage. They've tried zone coverage. At this point, I think it has to be a double team. Look for a bracket. You've got to bracket this wide receiver, or they're just going to wear him out en route to a win.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Oregon. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
And that is the spark that they desperately needed. Down in this ball game, this offense hasn't done a ton. Defense had to step up, and they do. They're able to not only get the ball back, but they put it in the end zone and close this deficit. What a massive play for this group.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. takes the snap and takes off on the run. Second down after that run on the previous play. That's a design quarterback keeper. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Defensive backs up at the line showing press. Got an opening here. He has first down yardage at the 46.
The defense has got to start committing more guys to stopping the run, because on these quarterback runs, think about it, Chris, you're adding a hat as the offense, and that's why it's such an advantage. He's obviously got the athleticism to do so, and here he picks up a huge gain. Nice explosive run from the quarterback.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. He needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
Incompletion makes it second down. A quick throw out left, complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Important third down play coming up. Design quarterback run. Crosses the 35. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone. The Sooners looking to keep this drive rolling. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Here comes the pressure. They'll get him down for a gain of 1.
Chris, as a quarterback, you've got to always make your offense right. And here the coverage unit did such a good job. Look at this. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet the quarterback just makes the offense right by picking up a positive gain. It doesn't have to be a big play all the time. You just do these little things and keep moving the ball forward.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry up. We're going to pass here on second down. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
What an asset to have as a quarterback is the speed to get loose on the outside. When the field shrinks here in the red zone, you've got to understand that playing on time, throwing into tight windows, that can be difficult. But when you can also use your legs, that opens up some space for the offense. And here the quarterback finds it and gets himself into the end zone.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's running out of time here. He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
These simple curl routes are so difficult to defend. From a defense's perspective, you got to try to anticipate and jump this route. But you better beware. If he double moves, he's gone.
has the first down and more. He made the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up for the first down at the 47.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for an offense. Just handed the football off. The offensive line doing some work. They have done a great job today running the football. And here on first down, you move the chains. You just continue to get that ball moving down the field.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football. And thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
Wide open downfield. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Close to the tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. Open field ahead. Touchdown, Ducks. This offense is still clicking. Here's the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Offense with some pre-snap motion. On first down, it's play action. On the move now. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Oh, what a grab.
Remember, Chris, you've got to secure the ball, then get the foot down, and he's able to do that. Then you got to maintain control through the process of potentially going to the ground out of bounds. He gets all three of those elements, and it's a first down. That's a really good job.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. The Sooners will crank up the tempo. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Crucial third down play coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He'll be tackled just short of the marker. It's going to set up 4th and inches. 4th down, look at a throw for it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game.
What a great conversion, and they pay off that gutsy call from their head coach to go for it on 4th down. In the pocket, the quarterback needs to pick a matchup and then be on time with the ball. The wide receiver is able to get past the sticks before he turns, and it's a completion and a first down.
As we hit the quarter break, Oklahoma has the lead. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. After the play, looks like a man is shaken up. Senior linebacker. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Here we go. 7th play of this drive in the championship game. 3rd down and short. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
What an outstanding pickup by this quarterback. Defense is doing everything right. They've got coverage down the field, and yet this quarterback's able to get the line to gain and keep his offense out there and the clock moving. That is an outstanding job of game management.
The Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Catch made on the out route. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
I think they need to change up the coverage here. Man coverage is just not going to work. Number one, this quarterback is seeing it really well, so his recognition allows him to attack these tight windows and find the matchup that he likes. Number two, you're not staying with this wide receiver on the outside. He is a matchup that you cannot defend. So now you've got to think about zone defense. This defense got to change it up.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
This is a difficult spot to throw the ball from. You're inside of the 10. You know the windows are going to be tight. Unless your timing is perfect, usually those windows are going to be too tight. And here, this is just thrown into coverage.
So getting nothing on 1st down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Off target and incomplete.
They decide to go pass heavy here in the red zone, and that's 2 incompletions, and now you've got 3rd and long. Now you're going to put a lot of pressure on that offensive line to hold up in pass protection against this pass rush. That's what I'm worried about.
QB keeper all the way. Touchdown, Sooners. This offense cannot be stopped. And Oklahoma punches back. Now the important point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.